Hey YouTube, today is, well, I guess one day late, but yesterday was the 3-year anniversary, 3 years since the surgery, the TIF and the hiatal hernia repair. So just a quick update. And the update, I really don't have an update. As I mentioned the last several videos, I feel very, very good. And I was just telling my wife that even going back prior to when I started having really severe problems where the acid types of stuff, the acid reflux or the LPR stuff, laryngopharyngeal reflux, either way, it's gone now. But it started in April, May, June-ish 2020. And it was just constant. It was all day, every day, nonstop kind of thing for the most part. But I've had acid reflux for, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years. So lots of Zantac at the time when it was still on the shelf. And then Rolaids replaced that. But, so I mean, I'd have a burrito, something spicy, something acidic, something with tomato, pizza, spaghetti, green chili, something like that. And it would oftentimes require something like that. So, but now I don't even think about reaching for a Tums or a Rolaids or a whatever it might be. And I forget the names of everything. I haven't taken anything in a long time. My wife takes a Rolaids, or excuse me, Tums or whatever, either one. I know they're different, but she takes one of those once in a while. I think, over the last 2 years, less than 10. And sometimes it was more like a preventive thing where, oh, I'm going to have a burrito and some salsa or something. But sometimes I just forget. I just eat. So I feel extremely normal. I haven't, excuse me, I haven't felt this normal in a long time. And prior to, even having that really, really bad start of acid reflux in that spring, summer of 2020. So the previous videos that I've left last year, maybe even the year out, still stand. I eat what I want, when I want, and how I want, and I don't go overboard. I'm not snacking on a raw jalapeno or something. But I just had a quesadilla with some salsa for lunch, and I think if you've gone this far in videos, you know that I really like salsa. I really like tomatoes, not by themselves, but I like salsa and pizza, marinara sauce on pizza, in spaghetti, green chili with heavy tomato base, at least the way that I know to make it or would go to get it from a restaurant. So hot sauce, barbecue sauce, ketchup, A1 sauce, tomato based stuff. But I don't have a problem anymore. I just followed up with the doctor, and I feel great, other than having to take amitriptyline, which is for nervous system, calming down the nervous system. And my disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not advocating, I'm not telling you what to get, I'm not telling you to take it, but that's what they were prescribing to me, and it was a lifesaver. And I don't know if it was, again, a combination of that plus the surgery, but like I've said in previous videos, I really don't care. I'm just happy that I've had 3 years, over 1,000 days of bliss for the most part. Had a rough patch the first couple months and just recovering and figuring out, excuse me, what the issues were for me and what would help. But thereafter, since December of 21, I felt great. And I eat what I want, and I don't have to worry about much of anything. So in terms of diet, yep, exercise, I exercise however I wish to. I'm still careful. I don't lift heavy. I'm a weightlifter, but I don't power lift. I just do, it's resistance training. I use a lot of bands and stuff like that. Dumbbells. I don't go to the gym. I just am at home. But I don't do any intensive core exercises. That's commonly maybe a question I think people ask or are curious about. But I can do things. I just do differently. I don't do crunches, and I might do planks or something to, strengthen my core. Obviously, doing a push up or push ups, and you engage your core whether you maybe realize it or not. But that's the only medication I take. I take nothing other than, again, a Rolate or Tum. 10 over the last 2 years or so. I mean, again, it's just none. So I'm doing very well. I would do it again. And the doctor, when I was just mentioning how I'm doing well, and they wanted to see me just for general follow-up, and then because I'm on medication, and I said it's working well and everything's going fine, she's like, just so you know, we hope that your TIF lasts forever, but we might have to go in at some point and tweak it a little bit, which I expected. I don't know when that will be. Is it again in a year? Is it in 5 years? Is it in 20 years? I don't know. I really don't care. If the longer I get with it, the better. And even though now I've had it for 3 years, again, it's been over 1,000 days, and even if you take off those 4 months where it was a little tricky, over 2 years, so over 700 and some days of feeling normal, and that's all I wanted. And I know that if you're watching this, that's probably all you want. And I sympathize. I understand. It sucks. It sucks really bad, and I don't want to go down that road again. But if they have to go in and tweak it, if I have to take medication that's at an extremely low dose for my parasympathetic nervous system, then so be it. And otherwise, I'm pretty healthy. I have other issues aside from just my stomach, and then with my stomach with IBS or whatnot in general. But some of that, changing what I eat and increasing fiber and playing around with things that the doctors maybe don't tell you. So everything's going well. I have nothing else to update on. Previous videos, even a year out, I was talking about what I eat and what I don't. And but again, in a gist, I eat anything I like to. No restrictions, no nothing. No restrictions on exercise. I can do anything. I'm not old. I'm only 44. But my body is aging in other ways. My knees are very, very bad. My neck is very, very bad. That's aside from the stomach. So my stomach's not necessarily good either. But in terms of the reflux, it's gone. So I don't have an issue at all, ever anymore. So and if I just made a pot of chili, and it's just a cheap, easy to make version, ground beef, canned tomatoes, your chili beans, and your chili mix that you get at the grocery store. And that bothered me for a little bit, but I went to sleep, no problem, didn't wake me up, didn't wake up with that burning. Problem was gone the next day. It was only for, like a half hour or so, and it brought back some of those feelings. But I did it to myself. That was just a spicy chili. But I think anybody that doesn't have acid reflux and continuous, non-stop acid reflux would have the same kind of symptoms. So I'll take it any day. So there's my update. I really don't have much to tell you other than just to continue to ramble on about details, but everything else is going very good. I have no complaints, and 3 years out, I do it again, and sounds like I might have to do it again. I don't know when, but I don't care. I'll face that when I have to face it. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, sort of thing. So if there's questions, let me know. I try to do the best I can to answer questions, especially if they're polite and I like I've said before, if you've come this far, I know where you are and know where you've been, and it sucks really, really bad. And all I'm trying to do is help. I'm not after clicks. I don't care. I just want to help if I can lead you into the right direction, and maybe it pushes you towards it. Maybe it pushes you away from surgery. I don't know. I'm not trying to lead you in a direction. I'm just trying to give you my story, and that's all I hope, that it helps you in some way. And if it helps you decide, no, I don't want to do it, then fair enough. And if it helps you decide to actually go forward with it, then great, one way or the other. All I know is that it was a long road, and it was not very fun after the surgery for a while. But once I figured things out, it was snap of a finger, and it just was gone. And now it's been gone, and I'll take it any day of the week. So hopefully the messages help. I'm just trying to share my story, and in some way, if I can help or provide some information on myself. And obviously each individual person is going to have a different situation excuse me, and circumstance. It might not be always useful for you, and everybody's different. I have a twin brother, but he's different than me. I never had issues like this. So individuals had said, my situation was the same, but then they found this and they found that, and so on. So every situation's different. Maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you go to a different procedure, the Nissen or the Lynx, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert, I'm not advocating, I'm not recommending. But explore your options, and for me, that was the biggest thing. If I could go back and do the surgery faster kind of thing, then I probably would. But I didn't want to just do a major surgery that they tell me was a major surgery, unless I had to. So, who wants to go to surgery for no reason? But I was nervous about it and didn't really want to do it. But and it wasn't fun for the first several weeks, and especially, but then the several months. But it got better, and now I'm recovered and normal, and I don't have anything to say other than positive. And like I said, I would go back and do it again. So fingers crossed. Good luck to you in your journey as you go forward with this awful, awful, awful situation. And I hope and pray for you that you can come out of it like I have and be normal. That's all I wanted, and I hope the same for anybody else out there. Good luck. Let me know if there's questions.